This video is a setup video of our 1.3 meter stretcher. This is a new product. In the background you can see our 1.5 meter stretcher. It's been on the market for a number of years. It's very popular because it doesn't have the middle bar. It's got the patented tension strap down the middle. So the 1.3 version is just basically a bit narrower version of that. Setup's slightly different, so we'll show you that in this video. So the next step is just to put on these middle leg extensions. The reason we do this is to make the stretcher shorter in the bag to carry around. The end leg's are full length, it's just this middle leg you need to put the extensions on. Once the leg extensions are on, it's just a matter of setting up the stretcher like you would a normal three-legged stretcher. Next, the end bars go in, and I'll show you how that's done. If the material is bunched up to one end, instead of trying to pull against the frame, which is quite difficult, if you just lift the frame up, the material will move up gently, and you can engage the nipples at the end of the stretcher. That's how the end bars go in. That's one end done, it's just the same down the other end. Now both end bars are in, the stretcher's got some structure to it. The end bars are holding the shape of the stretcher now, so you don't have to worry about collapsing on you while you're setting up. So turn the stretcher on its side, and while you're up here on the side you can lock in these stabilising latches. There's 4 of them, 1 in each corner, and you can also put in these leg supports which will strengthen the stretcher. With a 1.3, 1.5 meter stretcher, there's a lot of leverage on these plates. It's too much weight, especially with heavier people. So we need these supports in there to give the whole stretcher its strength. So there's 6 of these. It's just a matter of whacking them in with these wing nuts and wing bolts. One thing I do find a little bit awkward with this 1.3 stretcher as opposed to the 1.5 is it's just an awkward height to work on, because I like to get the leg into my shoulder so I can get these bolts in quite easily. So the trick with that is if you rock the stretcher over center, it gets the foot into a nice spot on your shoulder, and you can manipulate the bolts in much easier. It's just little tricks like this that make the whole job much easier, and you'll get the hang of this after the first 1 or 2 setups. Okay, I've got my supports in now, but I just want to show you a little trick with these stabilizers. If they don't push in initially, don't try to force them. It's just a matter of massaging this leg, and once it's positioned correctly, it'll just fall in easily. Okay, so we've got the 1.3 meter stretcher in shot now, and the 1.5. The 1.5 meter stretcher at the back, I've already put the turnbuckles in that so you can see it. So what the turnbuckles do is tension that tension strap down the middle of the stretcher, and that stops 2 people when they're sleeping on a stretcher from rolling into each other. Now if you're going to use either 1.5 meter or the 1.3 meter stretcher on their own without another person, you don't need that. The tension strap's there if you need to use it as a couple, but if it's just a large guy that wants a huge stretcher for himself, you don't have to buy the turnbuckles. The 1.5 meter stretcher comes with the turnbuckles, the 1.3 doesn't, so keep that in mind, and if you're going to use it just for yourself, you're not going to need to buy the turnbuckles. While the stretcher's still up on its side, the last job to do, if you're not going to put the turnbuckles in, is just to tidy up the velcros. It tidies everything up. And there you have it, guys. That's our 1.3 meter wide double stretcher set up. I just moved that red swag around the background. You can see the spring rod holding the awning out on that stretcher. It's a different size stretcher, but that spring rod set comes with this stretcher as well. So if you put a swag on this stretcher, you'll be able to use the spring rods and hold out the awning flap just like that. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe for future videos and give us a thumbs up if you like this video.